everyone? So today we have to talk about Zcash because as you can see, we are up 11.6% in the last 24 hours on Zcash, and that's pretty big. So I've been talking about how I think Zcash is bearish, and we're actually going in we actually were in a bearish pattern, which is the rising wedge, but it broke out of it to the upside. I did mention that, rising wedges, they're like 72 or 77% win rate or something like that. So to the downside. So unfortunately, it's going up, but we are at a very, very critical resistance. We're going to cover this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But yeah, like I said, 11% up in the last 24 hours. So that's pretty good. But we are at this critical resistance at $440. I think if we get rejected here, then that is a sign that this is a bull trap, right? If we get rejected here, it's definitely a bull trap if we get rejected and start going down. But if we actually succeed and pass this area, then this could be the start of another uptrend. But just because it's the start of another uptrend, it does not mean it's the start of another bull run. You got to get that. Don't mistake the two. Like, just because it could have another uptrend up a little more doesn't mean that this is the end of this bear market, right? We have entered bear market territory, so don't forget that we're still technically in a bear market, right? Yes, some coins can break away from the bunch, but a lot of times it's just a trend, because also not only is Zcash up, but also other privacy coins are up, like Zen. Zen is up 10%. Or this is Zcash right here, but I meant to click Zen because Zen is up 10%, as you can see over here. Well, 12%, 13. And then we have other ones that are up as well. Other privacy coins. I don't know if Starknet is up, but like I was saying, other privacy coins are up. Starknet's not really up, but Horizon and Zcash. So I wouldn't be too happy about what's going on right now. I wouldn't be trying to put in a bunch of money, right? If you wanted to be a little riskier, wait for it to pull back, or a little less riskier. I mean, wait for it to pull back and then see what happens after that. But yeah, there's a big possibility that it could come crashing down, because as you can see all the way over here, the percent R trend exhaustion, this is the short-term trend here. It's kind of broken way past the long-term trend. It has to come back eventually. The price will start to go down when that happens. The real question is, once this short-term trend comes down, will it continue higher again, just like how I did here, and then continue higher? Or will it come down and just keep crashing alongside the long-term trend? And will the long-term trend actually follow it up? Or will both of these trends go down? Because if that happens, that's pretty bearish. But if something like this happens, we can get a pullback, and then we can get continue inside of the continuation in the short-term trend and the long-term trend to the upside. So that would be nice to see. It's a possibility. It would look like us coming down here to this $390 support, and then a continuation to the upside if it is to continue to be bullish here. But personally, I still believe like it's a bull trap. This is a bullish, kind of like a bullish expanding triangle, almost like a descending channel, though. I would rather consider this a descending channel more than anything. So yeah, I think this would be more of a descending channel, but it still looks a little bit like a bullish expanding triangle, which is a bullish sign over here. But it's a very, very fickle sign. Like this, a lot of times, like this pattern does not do anything good, right? It's kind of like the symmetrical triangle inside the triangle patterns, the chart patterns. But when you look at the reversal chart patterns, this bullish expanding triangle one is not right a lot of the times. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a trap and then we just get rejected up here at the top and start breaking down. But yeah, rising wedges are usually some of the more accurate signs here, some of the more accurate patterns. So it's kind of crazy that it got rejected. But anyways, pulling up the daily chart here. This is the percent R trend exhaustion on the daily chart. A lot of times what happens here with these on the percent R trend exhaustion, we had the same thing that happened here before. We had the long-term trend came a quarter of the way down, came back up, short-term trend all the way down, then came all the way back up and met the long-term trend, and they both dumped right after that. So if this were to happen again, we could see that long-term trend coming down, coming up here, short-term trend meeting it like halfway up there, and then both of them continuing downwards. And the reason why I'm mentioning that is because if that happens, it's literally the same exact thing that happened before ZCASH really took off. So it's something that ZCASH has already done before. So if this were to happen, like I said before, we might have a little bit of a pump past 440, but we might get rejected halfway through and continue that downtrend even more. This could be a bull trap, is pretty much what I'm saying. So be careful. Maybe it's a bull trap, maybe it's not, but I've seen stuff like this before. It definitely looks like more buying pressure is about to come in. So we're going to see the MACD switching to buying, and we're going to start to see a little bit of buying pressure. But I don't think it's going to be like this. I think it's going to be more like this. So, be careful. But yeah, that's all I got to talk about for this. Remember, though, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, this could be very risky. So I would say, kind of take a chill pill on it and just watch things. Tomorrow, we're going to be having the Fed doing their interest rate announcements. So you don't have to make a decision before tomorrow. Just see what happens tomorrow. The interest rate thing could send stocks and cryptos skyrocketing. So maybe this is everything getting ready, but sometimes they price everything in before they drop. So you got to be careful during the big announcement times like this. So anyways, this is all I got for you guys. As always, I'll be back with another video.